Hey guys, this is Josh F151 Tech back with another video. And in this video, I'm actually going to be letting you guys know that I'm going to be doing somewhat of an upgrade to my Metro by T-Mobile 5G home internet setup. So as you guys can see here, I'm up in my attic and I actually have the waveform 4x4 antenna here, as you can see, like I always talk about in my speed test videos and my videos that I have on my channel. And I'm actually going to be doing somewhat of an upgrade here. And some people might say, well, Josh, this might actually be somewhat of a downgrade. But I've actually looked into it, and I think that it's actually worth the trial. So what I'm actually talking about is, I'll actually show you guys over here on my computer. I'm actually going to be downgrading to a smaller antenna, and I'll tell you guys why. Because as you guys can see here, this is a much smaller antenna, and it's more compact. And if you look over here, this window here, as you can see, there's not only metal around it, but also it's very difficult to open. And I really don't want to have to go out on my roof and put this antenna out there. And I really don't want to have to risk like falling down or breaking anything or end up killing myself. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. I would rather live. But we're 3 stories up here, so I really don't want to have to do that. So I looked for a solution online, and I found the waveform quad mini over here, like I just showed you guys. And this antenna is actually small enough to where I can actually put it through the window, and I wouldn't have to worry about going outside and putting it on a mount like this one here. As you can see, like I just have it sitting up here on the mount. I just have it sitting up here leaning up against the window. And while the speeds have been pretty good, I mean they've been actually really good, I'll be honest with you. They've been really good, but I really think that I could get better speeds if I actually put a antenna actually physically out the window, because the metal around this window, as you can see, it's leaning up against the metal there, and that's not helping it. That's not helping with the signal quality or the reliability of the antenna. And like I said, I don't really there's no way that I can really get this out there and mount it, outside, unless I get on an extension ladder or like something like that, and risk hurting myself. So I don't really want to do that. And also, I can't get it out the window because it's so darn big. I can't actually physically put it out this window, because this window is like an older type of window. It's like kind of like a roll up window and roll back window. As you can see, like when you open it, it actually like rolls down. It's kind of like shades, but it's glass. So it kind of is like a shade, and when you open it, you actually have to, like, it actually rolls and then it rolls back. So in order for me to actually do something about it, I would actually have to take all of this apart, and I would have to basically take the whole entire window out, and then I would have to fit this through there, and I just don't want to deal with all that. I don't want to deal with all that and risk breaking the window or something like that, because it's already an older window, and as you can see, it is already like somewhat falling apart and stuff. So what I did was I did my research, and I went online, I went on YouTube, and I looked at some of Waveform's other antennas, and I came across this Waveform Quad Mini low profile omnidirectional 4x4 MIMO antenna. So what this actually does is, it does basically the same thing as this one, but it's smaller and it's more compact, and I know that it would definitely fit out this window without me physically taking it apart, without me physically taking the window apart, and also I wouldn't have to risk going out on the roof and breaking a leg or something, or end up killing myself or hurting myself very badly 3 stories up. So I did actually purchase this, and what you actually get with it here, as you can see, it says used excellent, and I actually did buy it used, because it says right here you can save $30 if you buy it used excellent, and it doesn't have any marks or anything on it. And I trust Waveform, because I know that they're really good quality, because I've been really happy with this antenna. It's really good quality. So and all their antennas are, all of their stuff is. So I decided that I would save $30, especially with inflation and stuff going on like it is right now. And so that's going to be here. It's going to probably ship today sometime or tomorrow. I actually ordered it last night, so it should probably be here in about a week or so, maybe a little bit longer with Black Friday getting over with and Cyber Monday and all that kind of stuff. Stuff trying to catch up on things, companies trying to catch up on things, but maybe I actually should have gotten it on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. I might have been able to get a better deal, but I figure, for $30 off, and I also got a 5% off coupon from Tater. I've talked about him before, about his YouTube channel, and I'll actually leave a link down below in the description to his YouTube channel, because he goes more into detail about these antennas. He goes more into detail about these, and he also has a video on the Waveform Quad Mini, which I'm actually going to be getting. So I watched his video on it. I was really impressed, especially with the mounting options here. So I'm not going to read all of this, but it says a breeze to install. And look at all those mounting options that you have. It says pole mount, outdoor wall mount, and this is the big one right here for me. That's the one that I'm actually going to be using. It says window suction cups, and then it says desk stand. So I could also sit it on the desk there, like the old TV holder right there, the old TV stand, and I could sit it like that if I wanted to. So that's a really good thing. But the main one that I'm actually going to be using here that I'm really impressed with is the window suction cups. So I'm going to be able to put it through this window, and then I'm going to be able to suction cup it to the back of the window. I'm probably going to start up there, and I'm gonna slide it through, and then I'm gonna close the window halfway, or somehow I'll get it out there somehow. Trust me. Or I might to start. Actually, I might just to start, I might actually just put it on the inside. I might actually remove the storm window, and I might actually just put it on the inside, or I might keep the storm window in, because the storm window, as you can see there, the storm window is actually a better surface because it's actually flat. And what I might actually do is I might actually run the cable, because I'll show you guys this cable, which is really nice too. Let me see here if I can find it. So yeah, window entry cable, as you can see right there. So that's a really big thing, because I can put that through the window, and then I can run the cable through the window without actually having to worry about like closing the window on it, because you can close the window on it. So that's another really nice feature that they have with this newer antenna. So some people would probably say, well, Josh, you sound like you're kind of downgrading here, but I'll be honest with you, I don't really think that I am, and I'll tell you why. Because I've actually read some of the reviews, and I've seen some of the stuff on Reddit, and I've also seen some of the stuff on YouTube channels that say if the antenna is actually physically outside of a window, and it's actually not like embedded by metal, or like touching metal or near metal, which this one is, as you can see right there. There's a metal frame around the window, so that's definitely not good. And there's metal there's also metal around here. There's metal, like as you can see up there, like old curtain hangers up there. So there's metal there's metal all around, and there's also metal, as you guys can see right there, around. It's just all around the whole entire window frame. So that's definitely not good. It's better to actually have an antenna like outside of your window if you can. And like I said, with this one, I wouldn't actually be able to do that unless I get up on the roof and actually go out there and risk hurting myself. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try this smaller Waveform Quad Mini antenna, and I'm going to go from there. I'm going to see if this is going to work for my needs. I'm going to see if it's going to give me a better signal, if it's going to give me a better reliability in general, if it's going to give me better reliability in general, better speeds, just better overall. That's basically what I'm looking for. So like I've said, it's a trial basis, and I'm just gonna try it. And I figured because for the price, I mean that's definitely not bad in my opinion. $30 off for a used one in excellent condition. And and I did actually have to order two cables here, as you guys can see. Let me actually exit this. So as you guys can see there, I ordered this. I ordered one 20-foot cable and one 10-foot cable. So it actually comes with one 10-foot cable, and I didn't actually order the pole mount, as you can see there. So I don't really need that because honestly, the desk stand is enough. Because if I would decide to actually use it on the desk, I mean, I already have something right here to be able to sit it on. So I don't really need that. And not only that, I have a window right here where it's going to be. So I'm going to either suction cup it. Like I said, I'm going to try it. I'm going to suction cup it inside first, in the attic first, and then I'm going to try it outside and see what the speeds are. I'm going to see what the reliability is inside, and then after that I'm going to do some tests outside. I'm going to put it through the window, and then I'm going to put the storm window back in, and then I'm going to go from there and do tests that way and see what it gives me, both ways. And I might actually start by putting it on the desk itself, or the TV stand, if you will, itself, and go from there. I'm gonna test it that way. I'm gonna test it sitting directly on the TV stand first, and then I'm gonna test it with the suction cups actually in the attic. Because if I can get away with it actually being suction cupped in the attic, and I can get the same exact speeds or the same exact reliability overall that I can with it being outside the window, then obviously I'm gonna just leave it inside, because it'll be more weatherproof. It'll be more, obviously, more protected from the weather. So that's definitely a win-win. But like I said, with the metal around the window, that's really what I believe is the problem here. I really believe that that's the problem with why the speeds are a little bit inconsistent, like especially with the ping and some of the download speed and the upload speed sometimes. I really believe that metal is actually the problem. I really believe that it will be better to have it outside of the window, to be honest with you. But like I said, I will test it before I actually do that. I'm going to test it in multiple ways before I actually go ahead and decide if I'm going to keep it, or if I'm just going to keep the original waveform 4x4 antenna, the quad that I currently have. So the bigger, obviously, waveform 4x4 antenna. But so that's basically the video, guys. Like I said, I did order this, and like I said, I did order the used excellent condition one, so I got $30 off, and I also got like $14 or $15 off around that when it came to the Tater coupon that I had, the 5% off. So that's definitely not bad at all. I got it for like maybe I think it was like $240, $250, something like that. So that's definitely not bad at all, especially with tax. And you can't really ask for better than that, for a really good product from Waveform. And like I said, I did also get the one 10-foot cable that actually comes with it, and I also got the one 20-foot cable, because this is actually 30 feet, this cable right here, and that's what I actually need. And I still actually do have some cable if I wanted to pull it. As you can see, it's kind of kinked up right there, and I also have some of it like under there, under that chest, under this old chest up here. So I do have plenty of room. I have plenty of room to be able to move it around. Like if I wanted to move it over here, or if I wanted to try to move it over there more, or something like that, I have plenty of room. The less cable, because I was actually going to get 40 feet, but the less cable that you have, the better, especially when it comes to a smaller antenna, because the more gain you're going to have. If you have a cable that's not as long, the more gain and the more reliability of signal and speeds is you're going to get, basically. So you have to keep that in mind. That's why I didn't want to order a 40-foot cable, because I know that I would have more room. I would have better flexibility, but also I would be like losing gain. I would be losing reliability, and I would be losing signal strength and speed and stuff like that, a possibility of losing that anyway. So I definitely thought that it would be better to go with the 30-foot cable like I have here. And like I said, you know, I'm not going to need 40 feet. I just don't need 40 feet. So this will definitely work out fine for me for putting it out the window. You know, like I said, I would only need a little bit more, you know, from here to put this one out the window. So it's not like it's going to be going far out the window. You know, it's just going to be suction cupped, you know, either to the storm window or to the other window, you know, the actual physical window itself, you know, either inside or outside. So depending on what, you know, one I decide to actually do. So that's basically the video, guys. That's basically it. And like I said, you know, some people might actually say, well, Josh, you know, you're kind of downgrading here instead of upgrading. But no, I'm really not, because to be honest with you, like I said, you can look online and you can see, you know, on Reddit for yourself. You can look on Reddit, you can look on YouTube. People have gotten back to me. I've commented on like different channels, and people have actually told me, you know, well, since you have metal around your window, yeah, you know, that this might do you some good, because, you know, you might get better reliability with the antenna actually physically being outside of the house. And with the metal around here, I just feel like with the metal that's really what's causing a problem. And I wanted to also mention one more thing that's actually a really good thing. This antenna is actually this antenna is actually omnidirectional. And what that actually means is, as you can see right there, it says omnidirectional 4x4 MIMO antenna. And what that actually means is that unlike this antenna, where it actually has to be forced to be in a direction where the cell tower is at, this one actually has to be aimed directly at a cell tower for it to get the best speeds and reliability. So with this one's actually omnidirectional. So we actually have a cell tower down the road from us. I say it all the time on the channel. It's right down the road from us, like maybe a mile or two down the road from us, and that one's near the old truck stop down the road, like I always say in my videos. And we also have one over here. I know you guys can't see it, obviously, but the interstate, I don't know if you guys can actually hear the cars or not, but the interstate is actually to the right of us. It's actually to over here, and there's actually an antenna over there as well. And I didn't actually know that right away. I didn't actually know that until I actually looked on Cell Mapper. And there's also one, there's actually one down the road over here. And I actually tried to put the antenna, I actually tried to put that antenna over here, because there's also one down the road from us. Now it's more over this way. It's not actually as straight as this one is. This one's actually like a straight line of sight over there. But this one's actually more toward a place that we go to eat sometimes, and it's actually more down this way. So it's kind of like not actually like right here where this window is. But what I want to like test out is, since this is an omnidirectional antenna, I've heard that I might actually have more success with this, because this gets signal from all around. Like this gets signal from all around. So it's not only going to get signal from there, where the antenna is down there, where the the cell tower is down here, but it could also pick up the signal and the tower from to the right over here as well, near the interstate. And it could also even pick up the tower that's behind here. So that's the thing that I'm really looking forward to, because this is an omnidirectional antenna. So it's possible that it could piggyback. It's possible that it could connect to this tower. Obviously it's going to connect to that tower, because that's the closest tower. But what I'm hoping is that it actually connects to all three towers. So if it would connect to at least two of them, and it would stay connected to two of them, then you know, I would be happy, obviously, if it connected to all three. But I really doubt that it would, to be honest with you. But if it actually did connect to all three of them, then I could possibly get really good speeds. I could possibly get better speeds than I'm getting with this. And sorry about that, there's a tractor going by. But But that's the difference between this antenna and this smaller antenna over here. That's the main difference, is that that's a directional antenna and this is an omnidirectional antenna. So basically, like I said, it can get signal from everywhere. It can get signal from this tower, it can get signal from that tower, and it could also get signal from this tower behind us. So that's the thing. That's a really good thing. So I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm really hoping that this could really help me out here. I'm really hoping that this could help me not only with the reliability, but also with the ping, with the just all around, just all around the speeds and just the reliability. Yeah, that's basically what I'm hoping that it helps with. And like I said, with it being physically outside of the window instead of like it is right now with this one sitting up, leaning up against the window, and metal surrounded by it and everything like that, and wood and everything, and stuff like that. You have to keep in mind that this service, I've said it before, this service is going to be dependent on location. It's very area specific, and you have to realize that every little thing, like trees, whatever is blocking, and that's another thing. That's a good thing about an omnidirectional antenna instead of a direct line of sight antenna like this one. Like, you don't have to worry about with the trees. You don't have to worry about the trees. You don't have to worry about as much with the metal or anything like that, because it's going to try to pick up the signal from all areas, unlike with this antenna where I actually have to have it physically facing toward the nearest cell tower. So that's basically how I'm going to end the video, guys. And like I said, I am looking forward to this, and like I also said, it's a really good deal. So I'm definitely hoping that this is going to help me out. I'm definitely hoping that it's going to work out to my needs. Like I said, I can definitely fit this through this window. I can definitely fit it through this window, and I've already measured it and everything, so I'm definitely going to be doing much further testing when I do receive it. Like I said, I'll probably get it in like a week or so, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated on it. So definitely stick around for that. But so that's basically all I got, guys. Like I said, I think I really got a good deal on it. I probably could have gotten a better deal on it, possibly on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. But like I said, getting it $30 off, used excellent condition, and you get everything that you need with it. Like I said, the ultra pole there, as you can see, that says that it's a optional add-on, but I don't really need that. Like I said, I am, when I first tested, I am actually going to use the desk stand, and I'm going to sit it up here like I have this one, and I'm going to just lean it up against the window, and I'll do some tests there. And then after that, after I do those tests, I'll also suction cup it to the window itself, the storm window itself, and then obviously inside, not outside right away. And then after that, I'll go and I'll actually suction cup it to the outside of the window and do speed tests. I'll do speed tests with all three of them, and I'll let you guys know how it turns out. So that's basically it, guys. Like I said, I am looking forward to this, and like I said, it's not really, it doesn't really seem like a downgrade to me, because the thing is, I'd rather do this, I'd rather try this than, risk going out the window and breaking my leg or something like that, or really injuring myself and trying to get that, out there mounted on the window outside or on the side of the house or something like that, 3 stories up. I'd rather not. So that's basically what we're going to be doing. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing these tests. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. So, but anyway, yeah, guys, like I said, just wanted to get this video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.